everyone, welcome to our Godlywood moment. We will continue on our series of the 21 things must know for every woman. I would like to ask you a question today. Say, for example, you were on leave, you needed to go back to work, but maybe you have been looking for someone to take care of your child, to do your home things, but you were not finding. All of a sudden, a knock at your door. Someone is desperately looking for a job, and she looks like she's a sincere person who just wants to put bread on the table for their child. You'd never seen this person. You don't know her. Would you take this person and hire her? Would you give the keys of your house, leave your child with this person? I don't believe so. Why? Because in the world that we live in today, in the times we live in today, you cannot just trust anyone just because they sound convincing or they look like they are desperate, especially if you don't know them. You can't. So on today's subject, we are going to be talking about trust. That trust is something that cannot be rushed, but it is something that needs to be built. Why it needs to be built? Because for it to be built, when you take time to build trust in someone, you are doing it to protect yourself. And many times when people are in a hurry to get something, to conquer something, they think that I don't have time. I'm at this age already. I've been praying for my love life. I've been fighting for me to get this. They think time is their enemy. Yet time is their best friend. Why sometimes, even though people know this, some they are aware of this, why they are quick to trust people that they don't even know very well. Sometimes maybe it's because a person grew up being rejected. All they know in life is rejection, is a no. Sometimes maybe a person was abandoned when they were young. They don't even know who their mother is or who their father is. They always had that longing for a parent. Sometimes maybe because a person has been put aside in their family, they are always, or maybe at school, at work, sometimes even at church, maybe it's someone that maybe nobody even noticed. So they always have that longing to be accepted. They have that longing to belong, that longing to be valued, because they feel like nobody values them. So when they find someone who has these kind of qualities, they quickly attach themselves without knowing the person well, without even trying to look who is this person. They enter into friendships, into relationships of people that they don't even know well. For example, in friendship, a person already open up with their lives. They talk their secret to this person whom they don't know well. This person goes and talk about them to other people and they are hurt. Sometimes a person enters into a relationship or commit themselves with this person who shows them this value because they fear, if I leave him now, who else is going to love him or love me or show me the warmth that I'm getting to this one? So sometimes when they are with these people, they are involved with these people because their hearts are already involved. Even if they are red flags, it's very hard for them to see. Even if their friends may come or a family member may come and say, look, be careful of this person because of this, because of that, they are unable to accept that. Why? Because sometimes they even defend those people. Why? Because they are already in without checking who this person is. And it is very, very important for us to take our time to vet someone, to get to know them, to know who are they, where they come from. You know, when you date when you are about to get married to someone, you have a dating period. Why the dating period is important is for you to get to know each other. Know who is this person? Where are they coming from? What happened in their previous relationship? If they had a breakup or the person was divorced or had many relationships and they didn't work, what happened? What went wrong on his side, not just on the side of the other one? So with the way they talk, the answers they give to you, you are able to know who they are. Who are they with their families? Who are they with other people? What are their intentions? So this needs time. If you don't take time to look for this, you are going to make the wrong decision for your life. And maybe if you have a child, you want a father figure, you are going to make a wrong decision. And this man is going to come into your life, in your child's life, and give a bad example and hurt you together with your child. So that's why it's important for us to take the step of evaluation, check the situation, check the person. How many people lost lots of money because they trusted in people they didn't know, just because people convinced them that I can help you to have a lot of money quick? They were scammed. How many people, including people that are coming to church? So I have something that I wanted to share with you, a story in the Bible, in the book of 1 Kings chapter 13, where we see a perfect example of not trusting quick. God chose a man of God from the city of Judah to go to Bethel to prophesy against the altar there, where they were sacrificing to idols, doing wrong things. When he went there, he spoke, and the king was furious, and he commanded the soldiers to arrest the man of God. When he did that, his hand withered, but the man of God prayed, and God restored his hand. After, the king said to him, so come to my house and then I will give you the reward. But the man of God refused, because God had commanded him, don't eat anything from there, don't drink anything from there, no, go back with the same way you went there. So he refused and obeyed the word of God and went his way. While he was resting there, there was an old prophet in Bethel. This old prophet, when he heard from his children what the man of God had done and spoken, he went and looked for him and found him sitting under the tree. When he arrived there, he asked him to come and eat and drink in his house, but the man of God repeated the same word. And the old prophet said to him again, in verse 18, he said to him, I too am a prophet as you are. And an angel spoke to me by the word of the Lord, saying, bring him back with you to your house, that he may eat bread and drink water. In brackets, it says he was lying to him. See, when the old prophet came back, it spoke to him again and said, I too am a man of God. I am a prophet like you. And when he heard that, maybe he sounded like a prophet, he looked like one because he was an old one. When he heard this, he let his guard down. What did he do? He went, he put aside what God had spoken to him. He went to his house, he ate and drank. Why? Because he believed, he trusted quick. He didn't ask himself, if God spoke to me directly for me to go to this land to come and prophesy, this old prophet was here, why didn't God use him to speak to his people? He didn't ask that. And he's saying to me now, an angel of the Lord spoke to him, not God. So if he did this, he would see that something was not adding up. He would have continued and did what God spoke to him. So just because a person speaks the church talk, it doesn't mean that they live the talk. Just because a person say, I am a Christian, it doesn't mean that they are of God. Just because you are a truthful person, you are a person who's kind, you are a person who will never lie, it doesn't mean that people are just like you. That's why you have to be very careful. You cannot be quick to trust. He didn't know that the man of God, the old prophet, was lying to him, and he was. So you will never know when someone is pretending to be something they are not, when they are just for them to win your trust. You won't know. Only if you do that with God, you will pass it through God and ask God, my God, is this person who they really say they are? Should I trust this person? When you do this with God, you will make the right decision, because God knows the intention of the heart of the person. He knows who they are. He knows what they are not telling you. and what they are not showing you. That's why it's not good just to trust quick. I hope this was a blessing for you. Thank you very much for your time. May God bless you. Ciao, ciao.